This video was brought to you by Skillshare. What is up guys, it's your boy Gunsoww and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve a stereo 808 in 3 methods, which by the way 2 of them are completely free. So let's just jump into it. So as you can see we have the same 3 patterns, but the difference is each one is using a different 808, which has the same effects done differently each time, kind of. As you can see we have 3 mixer tracks for the 808s and all 3 of them are slightly different, but they all achieve the same thing. So without any further ado, let's listen to them and then see how you can achieve this effect. You'll also have a download link in the description for the 808 sample and for all 3 of the presets. So normally the 808 is gonna sound like this. Pretty standard, pretty mono. It's actually 100% mono, and as I said we have 3 methods of making it sound like this. So how exactly do you achieve this effect? Well, as I said, 2 of the 3 methods are free, which means you don't have to buy a plugin that does this for you, although it's not as accurate as a paid plugin would do this. Let me actually show you. So on the first 808 I'm using Ozone Imager, which is completely free. All you gotta do is create an account and you're gonna receive your product key, which is free once again, and you can basically transform a mono sound into a stereo sound. Although the drawback from this plugin is that it's not as flexible as its big brother, which is Ozone 8, which I'm actually gonna show you in a second. Although you can still achieve this effect, not as good. Let me show you. The 808 would normally sound like this without the imager. And now if you activate it, you can even see on the vector scope how the image looks like. You can make it even more wide by playing with the width level. So you can tweak this exactly how you want, but as I said, it has a big drawback, which is you can't tweak the imaging based off the frequencies. You can only do it like this. It's pretty simple, hence why it's free. Let me show you what I mean. On the second 808, we're using Ozone 8. And as you can already tell, even though it sounds nearly identical, it's more clean because the frequencies don't actually fluctuate from the right to the left side as much as the first one. In Ozone 8, you can actually tweak the frequency ranges of the bands. So if you only want to have the really low sub frequencies stereo, you can always widen those. Although it is recommended to have the sub frequencies up to 200 Hz in mono, just so it doesn't affect the mix in general, so I'll do that as well. But the nice thing about Ozone 8 is that you can actually move those bands and tweak them as you want. So it's a really helpful plugin and I highly recommend it. And the third method, which is actually built-in FL, does nearly the exact same thing as the Ozone Imager plugin, but once again it's a stock plugin. Although it does act a little different compared to Ozone, but it still kind of achieves the same effect. So it does sound nearly the exact same way, but the thing is, this is more bass heavy, so you would have to actually tweak, you know, the frequencies in the EQ, get rid of some of those really low sub frequencies. And you can also play with the stereo separation knob in the mixer tab, so it's not gonna be as aggressive. Now let's do a comparison between Ozone Imager, Ozone 8 and the Stereo Enhancer plugin, which is stock. All of the 3 patterns have the exact same structure going on. It's just those 808s that are different. So let's start with the first one, which is Ozone Imager. So as you can see, it does feel like it's panning sometimes because of the way Ozone Imager behaves. You don't have the same control as you would have with Ozone 8, which is this one. It doesn't sound as bassy as the first one because we have the low frequencies in mono, but it does sound more polished, more good. You know what I mean. And now the third one, which is made with the stereo enhancer. This one has nearly the same problems as the first one, which is made with Ozone Imager. It does feel slightly panned on the left, and if you try to actually pan it on the right, it's not gonna sound balanced anymore because of the way Stereo Enhancer works. As you can see by the master leveler thingy. But that's gonna do it for this video. The thing is, what I showed you guys today is just scratching the surface when it comes to advanced stereo imaging and other techniques that you can achieve in FL Studio. If you want to learn more advanced things that even I don't know about, I highly suggest you guys use Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in music production, design, marketing, business, and even more. The premium membership gives you unlimited access so you can join the classes and communities that are right just for you and your goals. And whether you want to fuel your curiosity, creativity, or even career, Skillshare is the perfect place to keep you learning and thriving in 2019. I'm currently watching Making Music in FL Studio 12 Introduction to the Basics by Dmitry Belichenko, and honestly I've learned so much and so many things that I didn't even know were considered as basics, and I highly suggest you guys watch this class as well. And if you guys are struggling with making your own melodies, there are tons of classes specifically made for music theory, and they range from beginner level to expert level, and you're always gonna learn something no matter what level you're at. Skillshare is also super affordable. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month, so now you can join more than 7 million creators learning with Skillshare. And that's about it with this video. I hope you managed to learn something from it. As I said, you have the download links in the description. But yeah, it was your boy Gunsoww, and I'll see you guys in the next one.